Hey guys, Corey here with DykesOutdoors.com. If there's one thing, and it's not really a complaint, but if there's one thing that we hear on a fairly regular basis, it would be that we don't do a lot of negative reviews. And there's a pretty good reason for that. Most of the products that we do reviews on are good products. They do what they're supposed to do, and we have no reason to complain about them. It certainly isn't because we have any obligation to any companies to give them a fair review that they don't deserve. In fact, our primary obligation is to you guys, the viewers that subscribe and follow along with Ike's Outdoors. We want to make sure we're giving you guys the best and most honest information that we can about products that we review. So the lack of negative reviews is not that we're being dishonest. It's just that thankfully most of the products that we do reviews on do what they're supposed to do. So with that said, I'm leaning on an exception, and we're going to go ahead and do a review now. You guys that's been wanting a negative review, unfortunately, I guess we're gonna have one for you today. This target right here is a Black Hole 22BH, which is a 22-inch broadhead target from Black Hole Targets, also owned by Field Logic. And what I want to talk about with this target is, first of all, I bought this target last summer, and I can't say that I would have hand selected this target if time wasn't a factor. But the situation I was in, we had some company coming over for the 4th of July, and everybody's bringing their bows, and we're going to be shooting a lot. And I had a block target, a block style target. I honestly couldn't even tell you the brand of it. I've had it for 10 years. The target had held up great, fantastic, but it was starting to show some wear. And I thought, well, it wouldn't hurt to have a second target anyway, since we had so many people over here. And I had 3 days to come up with something. So I went to a local archery shop, saw this target here, and I think I gave $70 or $80 for it. But at first glance, when I looked at it in the store, it seemed like it was a well-built target that would be okay for the money. Got it home, we started shooting it. Well, as you can see, when I got it home, I spray painted a few targets on here to shoot at because the target didn't come with, it had some kind of painted on it. It wasn't really, basically it needed painting because the targets, when it came out of the store, it didn't have much to aim at. So I did spray paint a few targets on there, and we started shooting on it on the 4th of July, and I knew right out of the gate we were headed for trouble when at 30 yards, a brand new target, I was burying my arrow clean to the veins. And I was shooting, I mean, this is Bowtech Experience at 310, 315 feet per second, 400 and some odd grain arrow. So, I mean, there was some serious kinetic energy being put out, but still, I've shot a lot of targets, and I've never seen that kind of penetration on a brand new target. And I knew that was going to be unacceptable. My wife, Brittany, she started shooting, and she's shooting a PSE Verge Stiletto at 50 pounds. And for a woman's bow, it shoots really hard. But she was shooting a pretty lightweight arrow, and she was burying her arrows clean to the vein. So that I knew then that that it was going to be a bad experience. And as you guys can tell by looking, I will tell you guys, all the arrows, when I'm talking about the kind of penetration we were getting, I'm talking about field points. There were no broadheads involved in that. And what we ended up doing was a little bit of redneck engineering here, and I took it to work. We had some metal banding, and I thought if we got the metal banding on here tight enough, it might compress the foam and keep the target usable. That didn't even help. Brought it home, threw it outside, shot. I was in bad shape. It got to the point to where and I'm being 100% honest here, at 60 yards, I was shooting, and it has that sound, that thump when you hit a spot in there, and at 60 yards, I was blowing plumb through the target, and I was having to walk 10 feet behind the target to pick up my arrow on a target that's a couple weeks old. So, I mean, that's unacceptable. This target had never seen a broadhead, and I was getting clean pass-throughs on a 2-week-old target. So I contacted Field Logic. I thought for a brief moment that it was going to be a positive experience. The guy I talked with seemed really helpful. He was nice. I told him my situation, and he said that he thought that probably the target wasn't compressed enough when it was made, and he would just send me out a replacement. Didn't ask me to send this one back. He did ask to see some pictures of it, so I took some pictures, both just pictures of the target and pictures with my knock sticking out of it after I shot it, and sent them to him. No questions asked. I don't know, 5-6 days later, I had me a replacement target. Okay, that went south pretty quick. I'll show you the replacement target. I took it, got this target on lunch. It was warm outside. I spray painted the face of it, so I had me some aiming spots. Come home that night to shoot. My first shot, again with the field point, my first shot at 30 yards, I buried veins all the way. The veins were inside the target. My knock was the only thing sticking out on a brand new target that was supposed to be the answer to the problems I was having with the original. So I knew then I was pissed off, and I knew we had a serious problem. Could I have contacted Field Logic and got a third one? Maybe, but why in the hell would I want a third one? So basically what I've done, my wife's bow, she's shooting now, again, 50 pounds, and she's getting clean pass-throughs on it. So again, this target here, it is shredded. If you look at it, it is shredded from field points. There has not been a broadhead shot into this target. Although it looks like it, there hasn't been. But what you're seeing, the shred coming out of this target is absolutely unacceptable. Even if I had been shooting broadheads into it, I would have expected it to hold up better than that. But this is I've got a blob target downstairs that I do my broadhead shooting into. This has been a field point only target, and you just look at I mean, isn't that beautiful? Look at it. Look at that. I mean, that just screams high quality target. Thank you, Black Hole, for such a superior product. I would be real proud to put my name on it too. So anyways, I was really glad, I guess, that I got 2 of them, because now when I shoot, I actually do this. There we go. No problems now, because I can stop my damn arrows. If the first one don't stop it, maybe the second one will. Actually, I was outside shooting about an hour ago, and it's pretty pathetic when you want to shoot at 40 yards and you got to carry 2 damn targets out there with you and set them back to back just to hope to stop your arrows. And when I was out there shooting a while ago, I had my arrow went completely through the first target, and the only thing sticking out of the second target was my knock. I almost shot through 2 of their block targets that are supposed to be a broadhead target. I almost shot through 2 of them at 40 yards with a field point. So absolutely unacceptable, piss poor product. Great customer service. If you guys want a replacement, it seems like they'll send you one. I don't know what the hell good it's going to do you, but anyways, so again, this is the Black Hole B8 or 22BH from Field Logic. If you guys are looking for an effective way to piss away 80 bucks, 70 bucks, whatever it was, I urge you guys to give them a look. Anyways, I guess that'll wrap up this negative review, but I just wanted to share with you guys, you know, what kind of quality you can expect out of this target. Yes, they stood behind it. Yes, they sent me a replacement. Unfortunately, the replacement was just as useless as the original that I bought. And I hate it. I hate it because I really thought this is going to be a good target. And if it would have been, we'd be doing a positive review right now. But I'm just telling you guys 100% how everything went down, how disappointed I am in their product. Anyways, you guys, like I said, some of you guys have been asking for more negative reviews. We don't set out to try to find opportunities to do a negative review. But if we have a product that we feel like does not do what it's advertised to do, we will jump at the opportunity to try to save you guys from wasting your money on that product, and that's exactly what we're here doing today. So anyways, for more hopefully positive product reviews, how-to videos, you name it, check us out over at ikesoutdoors.com.